Hi, this is Melanie DewBerry. Thank you for joining me again. And if you're new to my Facebook fan page, I try to roll out a video every week if I can, sometimes every other week. And so I love it when people comment and let me know what they're thinking. It's really super helpful. I've got a lot of things on my mind I want to talk to you about, but I've been thinking about talking to you about the purpose of prayer. And this is just from my little heart, my little mind. It's not from any source like a Bible or anything like that. It's just my particular wisdom or perspective, if that's helpful. And I hope that this conversation is helpful for you. I go out every day out in my yard. You can't see it. The grass is no more grass because we had a drought here in California, but I have a beautiful lemon tree and I've got beautiful flowers, and the grass was eroding and there's bald spots, where the earth comes up and it's just the earth and they're bald spots. And at first I thought, gosh, how am I going to bring this yard back to life? It was so green and beautiful. And then I started taking a chair out every day, every morning. Misty, foggy, whatever the weather, I would take a chair out and I would just bundle up and I'd take off my shoes and I put them on the bald spots on the earth. And at first I would just sit there, and then there's this lemon tree right in front of the bald spot, about maybe 4 feet away. And I would just start my version of prayer. So my version of prayer is probably a little different from most people. I just have a conversation with the great mystery, with the divine, with Mother God, with God, whatever the words are for you. I use all those words and more. And I would just talk to her, I don't think it's a he or she, to be honest with you, but we tend to give God and all those entities pronouns because we like to think that they're in our image, when that I don't believe that at all. But that's not the purpose of this conversation. But I would sit out there every day, 15 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes, whatever it was. And I would just pray to the great mystery, to the Creator. I would just have these ongoing conversations. And so I've been thinking about, what is the purpose of this prayer for me? And what I feel is true is that I could pray for more income, better health. I could absolutely pray for you or other people. I do all the time. When I smoke our sacred chanupa, our sacred pipe in the Native American way, I absolutely pray for other people. That's my cat you're hearing in the background, who's too shy to actually be in the video, but wants you to know she's here. Maybe she's praying right now. So, okay, come on up here, kitty cat. So this is Hershey, and she's more verbal than I am. So if you can imagine that. But she's my little angel. I love her. I really love her to pieces. Sometimes to pieces. No, I really love her. So what I realized that for me, prayer it's an opportunity for me to engage with my highest consciousness, to the Christ consciousness, so that all of me is connected to that level of consciousness. So rather than using prayer for praying for my healing or asking for something, or even, giving glory to the great mystery, which I do all the time, that the prayer really is for me to allow myself to gain access, and for the divine to have access to me. And what I find that I am now asking for in the conversation is, show me how to love more deeply. Show me how to love my brothers and sisters, and allow me to fade the judging away, that they have to fit some sort of profile, that when they say racial slurs to people that look like me, that my love goes out the window. Help me expand my heart and my mind. And so when I'm talking to this tree, I call the tree, by the way, the mother tree. So I go, Mom, or Mother Tree, or Mother of God, or God Mom, or Creator. I say, I really love you. And if I can love you, then I certainly can love all my brothers and sisters. But I need to sit here with you, and I need to listen to your wisdom, and I need you to show me how. And so when I say show me how, when I'm sitting there in prayer, I don't mean tell me how to do it. What I mean is I'm going to sit here and have these conversations, and then I'm going to go out into the world, and I'm going to do my best to practice the level of holiness, the level of communion that I'm having with this lemon tree. I'm going to do my best to do that with my brothers and sisters. I'm going to listen for my judgments. And I'm going to notice them. I'm not going to shame myself. I'm not going to make myself wrong for it. I'm just going to notice them and go, okay, let's try again. And then for me, life takes on such more a beautiful dance. When I get up from that chair and I start my day, I'm already in the seat of love. Do you understand? I was literally in the seat of love, and I'm taking it with me. I'm starting from the seat of love. It's a different kind of praying than I think that we mostly hear about and see about. It's really a conversation. And this didn't come to me. I'm not like some genius. What is true for me is that I've had these conversations all along. When I've been on what we call the vision quest, I sit there for days at a time talking to the Creator, listening to the Creator, whether it's the Creator as we imagine that to be, or whether it is literally a skunk walking in front of me, which I've had when I was out there in the wilderness. And that skunk is made in the image of the divine. So I'm looking and listening and learning from the skunk, and the skunk is communicating with me, telling me very clearly I'm in his or her path. And I tell the skunk, I promise I will not disrupt your environment, and I will be gone in 3 days. And every night the skunk returns to welcome me. And then the fourth day I left. So these conversations were not something I brainstormed. They're something I experienced, and a tradition now that I'm carrying on myself. I forgot. I'm sure you've done that. You've experienced something, you do something, and then you forget about that powerful interaction or a powerful thing you did, or the thing that kind of shifted stuff for you, and you bring it back. So I want to bring the conversation of prayer back. And what I'm thinking about doing on a live Facebook conversation with you is to have a prayerful conversation with you live. Maybe perhaps on a particular topic. Maybe we'll just see who shows up. And so I'd love it, if you're watching this, to tell me if you're interested in participating in a live prayerful Facebook conversation and really bringing prayer into your own heart and home, so that you can have an ongoing conversation, so that you can know how to connect with your divine, beautiful self. That's all I have for today. Ahe matakiase.